Yes, now bless now people. Good morning by Alkaline Trio is the record we're listening to. Track 9 of 12 is entitled Blue Carolina. Okay. This entire listen through goes out to my friend Marcus. Recommend this on Patreon. Whilst we're here, I thought it was Blue Caroline initially. If you didn't know this, did you know the song Sweet Caroline? Sweet Caroline, ba ba ba. It was actually written about a 14-year-old girl. Hands touching hands. Sorry, what? Reaching out, touching you. Wait, what? Sorry? Google it. And think about that every time you hear somebody sing it. Think about it every time somebody wants you to sing along to it. Understand that it isn't what the people believe. Let's move on. It was written about like some politician's daughter who was 14 at the time.
It's everything that I can do right now. Do not think about you moving further off with every passing.
As a fan and a consumer of music, what you realise is like the top tier of music, whether it be the artistry or whether it be the songs, the most marketable like product within the music space, it's all devilish. It's all devilish.
Every night of this lonely summertime, I feel it missing
It's mind control.
from my heart. If I was kidnapped from my soul, well, I can hardly wait until I get the sun in your lips go classic.
Your brain operates in frequencies. Emotions create a frequency, right? Colours are colours based upon frequencies. So on the album cover here, we've got the colour of red. If you look at a rainbow, you'll see red being the lower colour. It's the lowest frequency. That's why it aligns with anger. It's why it aligns with the root chakra in spiritual traditions, Eastern spirituality and whatnot. It all aligns from red all the way to lilac, violet, and then above and beyond the colour of white, purity, and then above and beyond that which we don't see. What do we call what we don't see? We call it ultraviolet, right? Our eyes can't perceive the frequencies above and beyond there, such as we can't perceive the vibrations that our emotions emit and receive and the feelings that align to particular frequencies. Music and audio is frequency. If I pick up that guitar and I play the strings, it vibrates. Vibration is frequency. So they will use particular hertz, maybe inside and outside of your conscious awareness, to manipulate you. That's a deeper level of game. I'm being deadly serious about that, by the way, because we were tuning to 432 hertz as standard tuning normally, and then at some point we started to use the standard to tune to 440 hertz while tuning our guitar, right? Whilst listening to the music we listen to and so forth. Why was there a change in the frequency to such a minute degree? In Hindu scripture, Kali Yuga, the age of apocalypse and whatnot, over the course of 432,000 years. I think 432 also relates to our planet in relation to something else. Now, I don't know what it was, 432,000 miles in relation to maybe the moon or the sun or something. You're going to have to tell me that. I've forgotten that detail. But that is also the frequency as to what the earth emits, 432 hertz. So when you tune your instrumentation to that, you are aligning with the natural order. When you walk in the streets and you're hearing harsh frequencies and vibrancies emitted by the radio stations and that which is that you can't get away from, you have to think, what is the reason behind this? Never heard of subliminal messaging? Never heard of hypnosis, hypnotherapy that utilize sound and tonalities and timbres and, you know. What more needs to be said? I don't know much. I'm just giving you the foundation to search it yourself.
The night is aging as the sun warms your face. waste his time. You know all my favorite singers have stolen all of my best lines. Well, I can hardly wait until I get the sun in your lips go pressing on my skin. Well, I can hardly wait.
Just so you know, I'm just finding you the doctor who studied. David Hawkins is who put emotional frequencies in a chart so it's easy to absorb the information. And he wrote about it. I don't have the literature personally, but I've heard a couple of speakings and seen the chart, what he's put out there. So if you're interested in emotional frequencies and whatnot and how it affects your life, because I'm going to go on a bit of a tangent here, but it goes deeper than that. Your clothing has a frequency, right? So I'm not going to be able to speak via example wearing this, but generally when I'm out and about, I won't be wearing, you know, cotton blends or polyesters and whatnot, because it's poison, it's plastic, right? Microplastics get into your skin. They found in the womb of women, in the placenta, given they were pregnant, microplastics that have derived from the clothing, if not other sources, right? It's polyesters, viscose, and all of that cheap shit that you get from China because it's just easy slave labor, easy markup for the businesses, right? Linen, cotton, or given it's organic cotton, and wool, right, have a high frequency. They heal you, right? Whereas lower frequency clothing, that which are made of microplastics and so forth, and even other products like silk and so forth, they're lower frequency clothing. They will actually get you ill. You'll actually fall ill given you have this material upon your body on a consistent basis, right? When you watch the news and it gives you consistent bad news, it deflates you. It aligns you on the frequency of hatred, the frequency of anger, the frequency of fear, the frequency of shame. These have you operate at a lower level, which gets you sick. When you're sick, who do you give your money to? Particular industries I'm not going to speak on, right? That are based upon you being ill. How can science improve over the decades and we continue to fall more sick and become more terminally ill as a people? People get into trouble for talking too much in detail about that sort of stuff. That's for you to research, you know? But there you go. It's even in spiritual scripture, the idea of wearing linen and wool and cotton and so forth. That's what our ancestors used to do. And now we don't. We just cover ourselves in shit. And on a side note, if you want to look at frequencies, no. We've spoken enough about that. That also goes into manifestation principles and theoretics and all that. Do you know when people talk about how can I manifest my reality and stuff like that? Well, it comes down to the fact that it starts off in your brain and then you manifest it in the real. That which we can see and we can touch and we can, you know, maneuver in the material realm has a lower frequency of that what exists within the mind, which is of a higher frequency. So when you learn how to adjust and apply the spectrum in your favor, maybe you might be able to create something that you never thought you were able to do so before. But what do I know? What do I know? Yeah!
Someday I'll burn this bed, only to find where I'll hide for the next 17 days. I will ask myself, how badly do I want this? I really want this.
Life is like a glow stick. Sometimes we have to break before we shine.
Well, I can hardly wait until I get the sun in your lips go pressing on my skin. Well, I can hardly wait song in my head that burns so good on my tongue. Yes, I will. Yeah, yeah. Yes, I will. Yeah,
Good tune. You know what? I hate to say it because, you know, relatively speaking, it's not heavy. But we had the heavier moment of the record on here. Dun, dun, dun. And it actually came with quite a unique tonality. It sounded pretty industrial. Gang, gang. Do you know what I mean? That was alright. That was Blue Carolina. Let's keep on going. We got Donner Party all night.